I'm here today with SJ Riley. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
Oh, me too. This is awesome. So we're here to talk today about something really exciting and musical, which is business.
It's one of my favorite things to talk about.
As a musician?
Yeah, as a musician.
Okay, so real quick, so why should a musician have anything to do with business? But maybe first of all, what makes you qualified to talk about business? Do you have a background in business?
I do. I have a background in business. So I have my marketing diploma, I have my business degree, I have my human resources diploma, and my human resources designation as well.
Did you get all of this from music specifically?
I did not get all this for music. I've always been a musician. I've always been a singer. But I kind of wanted to take both passions and combine them together.
So you have two passions, business and music.
I do, yeah.
Okay, interesting. All right. So how are they complementary? How have you been able to use your business knowledge with your music?
Yeah, so marketing and branding is one of my favorite things to do. And as you can kind of see, like if you go to my webpage, www.sjrileymusic.com, you can really see just like a congruent kind of theme throughout my branding as well, and same with my social media. And so I think where that applies to artists is being able to market yourself, because music, just like everything in life, is a business. And that's kind of why I took business, because business really is an underlying factor in everything. Commerce, right? Money. So
yeah, I mean, eventually you'd like to have, I mean, if you're producing a product, right? Your music is a product.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's very interesting. So in terms of, so on your marketing, I've noticed, or your web presence, all these things, you're always called SJ Riley. Yeah. So even though your name is Sarah Jane, or your mom might call you
Dolly.
Hi,
Mom.
but I've never seen that in any of your material. It's always SJ Riley.
Yeah.
So that's part of your strategy, right?
Yeah, that's a part of my strategy. That's kind of like my stage name. It kind of rolls off the tongue. It's easy to say. And that's where I kind of identify my artist kind of hat through, is SJ Riley.
Right, and that wasn't accidental. So when you said it's easy to roll off the tongue, easy to remember, it looks cool in a logo, these are all factors.
Totally.
Do you have a particular font that you like to use?
I do, yeah. Actually, the font that I use is called Moontime. And that one, I know it's funny, but that's true. I use Canva. So Canva is a really good tool. There's actually a free feature for artists to be able to make that. You can do a brand font, so you can have a couple of different fonts. You can actually even have brand colors as well. So when you're designing different flyers, posters, social media posts, you can have everything as your brand, which is fantastic.
Well, absolutely, because then if you see, like, for example, we deal with Apple, so that Apple logo is iconic. You know what it is, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, and that's what kind of really intrigued me about branding. Why do people always buy Nike shoes? Why are people really associated with things like, oh, I need a Fender guitar, I really like,
Oh, big time. You got to shop by the headstock.
Things, right? So those brands come with different associations with them. So when you think of Fender or you think of Yamaha, right? All of those brands have really worked through that thought process of how that actually affects people's emotions, which is so cool to me.
Well, I appreciate this first talk. We're going to have more about the first one. So we're really talking about, there is such a thing as branding, and business is useful to musicians, and I look so forward to chatting more about this. So thank you very much to SJ Riley for being here today.
Thanks.